Welcome to another episode of the Carpe Fide podcast, where if the shoe fits, you wear it.
And if the truth hurts, you bear it.
I am Justin Gruber.
And I am Jesse Gruber.
And today we hope you will seize the faith. Welcome to another episode of the Carpe Fide podcast. How you doing tonight, Jess?
I'm doing great. It is almost midnight, so we're doing great.
We're doing fantastic. And we decided, since it's almost midnight, to also simultaneously put this out live on the internet. Apparently, that was a thing we decided we'd do.
because why not? We're just our software has the capability to do this. Let's try it this time.
And let's be honest, this is not a safe place. And the only people awake at midnight on the internet are degens and
are unsafe people. As my storage unit company says, nothing good happens after 10 p.m.
Is that why you're... Wait, what? Your storage company said that?
Yeah, that's why they weren't open after 10 p.m. We're like, wait, we don't have 24/7 access to our stuff? And they're like, no, nothing good ever happens after 10 p.m.
You know, they're probably not wrong. It's probably legitimately a good idea to be closed after 10 p.m. That's a storage facility.
They really probably aren't wrong.
Yeah, isn't that like when people like smuggle humans and stuff and put them in storage units? I think they're right. I'm on board with this.
I thought that was the last 4 years of the Biden administration.
Oh, it was. It really was.
But
it really was.
Oh my word!
This is episode 187 of the Carpe Fide podcast. In case you missed that earlier, and we're entitling it "New Jersey Blunders and Other News." G3 question mark. So we're just gonna wade into all.
We'll talk about it. And
sure, we'll talk about it, and we'll tell you exactly how much no one knows. And then we'll give our opinions about things people don't know.
At least how much no one who's not incredibly important knows.
And I am not incredibly important. That is for sure.
That's why you're getting our opinion and not someone important.
Possibly borderline Christian nationalist, which would not be. Anyway, we're neither here nor there. Let's go. All right. New Jersey blunders. Let's talk about that first. First New Jersey blunder. If in case you missed it, New Jersey state jackwagons made national news this week because they're stupid. They're fire. Because they're dumb. They're just dumb. New Jersey politicians are. This is the dirty little secret about New Jersey. It's still run by the mob. It's always been run by the mob, and the mob runs New Jersey. So I don't know what to tell you. If I show up dead, it's because I mentioned the reality that New Jersey's been run by the mob, and I did not commit suicide. And this is
you're not feeling suicidal. You love your family, and
I love my family. I am not feeling suicidal
for years to come.
But I am certain that New Jersey is still run by the mob. Nonetheless, there's no other explanation. There's no other explanation that New Jersey's run by the mob for the level of politician that we get all the time at every state and national level. There's no other explanation.
It is a wild embarrassment. Our state is a wild embarrassment.
It's like how is it they're all AOC? Like all of them. Like we don't have one. We get one trucker guy in for one term and then he's out again because it was like, well, that was an accident. That's not going to happen again. So anyway,
that guy's not black.
Wait, we're confused. Anyway,
the headline, the headline coming from May 9th is Newark mayor, not New York. There's a city in New Jersey.
Newark. It's New ARK. Newark.
Yes. Newark mayor arrested after Dem reps storm New Jersey ICE facility, charge past security officers. And there was this whole big ruckus and commotion at this ICE facility. A later headline. Wait, where's this one? Later headline. This lady, this representative from New Jersey says that ICE manufactured the body cam footage because after this happened, they were like, no, they were shoving us. These representatives were literally throwing elbows at the ICE agents, according to the body cam footage, trying to get in. It's like, wait a second, isn't that assault? Like, what are you doing? What are these people doing?
Not bright. And this is what I'm literally saying. They're absolute morons. and I mean that if there was a nice way to mean that, that's how I mean it. But they're absolute idiots, and we keep putting these people, and I say we, like obviously not we, but the royal they keep getting elected somehow, and it's really bad. I did not realize we had a large ICE detention facility in New Jersey. I immediately was was grateful, I guess. Like, oh, okay, that's a good idea. I was like, there's no way we have it. Oh, we do? Oh my.
I slept a little bit more soundly that night.
I was like,
knowing that both illegal immigrants and our representatives were in jail. This this representative says, if there's any such body kind of footage, it's footage that is manufactured for this purpose, because I said it before and I'll say it again, they're lying. It's just like freaking, it's like 1984. They're just saying things and wishing truth into existence.
Yeah, it's like you can't, like, we have eyes, and it's just, the gaslighting is just ridiculous. Like, we're all seeing what you did. There's a video, and the best part is, like, they released a video, like one dude's body cam footage. Like, he's not the only dude. There's other videos. Like, there are multiple angles of what went on. I like the fact that not only are there multiple angles of what's going on, but the repeated line of the fact that these people are not above the law, and that it looks like there was assault, and that everything's on the table, that they're still going through the footage to see if there are charges that are going to be pending for these officials. And you know what? I'm here for it, man. Let it fly.
Like,
let it fly.
Open up. I just want live footage of them reading the laws to find out if they can or not, because I'm here for every single bit of it. Oh man, I'm surprised Mr. Potato Head wasn't there. That is a huge amount of restraint on his part.
Yes, that's Senator Cory Booker. For those of you that don't know, he's an actual national politician from New Jersey.
Quote unquote actual quote unquote national quote unquote
politician. You know, he holds the record for the longest filibuster in the congressional history, you know.
Oh my gosh. Congrats.
And it was a thing that no one cared about. Like, literally no one.
Literally no one, yeah.
Nope. Regardless, all the footage. I demand, as both a United States citizen and a New Jersey citizen, that all footage is gone through. All footage is publicly released. Because if they're not charged, I want to be real dang sure that there's no reason they weren't charged. I'm just saying, like, now if charges happen to come and Tom Homan happens to show up at some people's houses, I'm all about it. I'm here for it. Sell me tickets.
Parade. Throw that man a parade.
And I don't want this to be like, hey, we're going to arrest you now. I want this frog march, man. I've seen so many people frog marched out. I want these people. I want hands and feet. I want them shuffling down their front walks of their mansions that we have funded as taxpayers in New Jersey. I want them frog marched out their front doors.
I want
ridiculous.
I want Tom. What's the name? Tom Homan? Is that what his name is?
Yep, Tom Homan.
I want Tom Homan, and I want Kristi Noem with her cute little pink AR, and I want them to come. These people get these representatives away from me. Why didn't they let South Jersey secede in the 80s? Like, why did they not?
We don't want to be a part of this. I don't claim any of these people. I don't know who they are.
This wasn't any of our faults. We're just down here trying to, like, farm and stuff. Like that's just what farm and watch Eagles. Like, that's all.
Leave us alone. Just leave us alone. Look at the map. Look at the electoral maps. It's all red down here. Just leave us alone, please. Please stop taking all of our money to fund all your crazy nonsense. Regardless,
go
ahead.
But we shouldn't gloss over the fact that this is the second time in a month's time that we have been in national news. Because I don't know, you've got to be aware of this. Did you hear what Phil Murphy, our governor, was saying about illegal immigrants?
Yes, of course I'm aware of it. And the fact that they haven't frog marched him out also is disappointing to me.
Yeah, so Back in
I want
April,
to know who's living above his garage because I'll bet you there's.
I too would like to find Jose.
And here's what I want. And this is just in case you're like, oh, you're just anti-immigration. No, I'm okay with legal immigration. I think we probably don't need quite as much legal immigration as we have, but nonetheless, I'm fine with a legal process.
There is a very strong biblical argument to be made for perfectly legal immigration.
And that's what we're all about here, biblical arguments. So just to be clear, I want them to check above the garage. And if Jose's there, here's what I'm saying. I'm saying Jose can have the house. I don't even care about Jose. Give Jose the mansion, but I want Murphy frog marched out the front door. That's what I want. I want Murphy on a plane to El Salvador. That's what I'm looking for, man.
So that his Democrat friends can come and visit him.
Yeah, then they can fly down and have lunch. Lunch looked really great with Mr. What's his? Oh, I lost his name. I've
Garcia.
Yes,
Abrero Garcia or something like that.
His name is right there in my mind.
But yeah, so no, back in April, Trump's U.S. attorney opens criminal probe into New Jersey governor for obstructing immigration enforcement.
I mean,
investigating you, and if you ordered obstruction, if you are ordering concealment and harboring, you will be charged.
I just love that Robert Menendez Jr. is involved. For those of you that don't know, his dad is now going to jail, and so will his mother. They will all be going to jail. Gosh. And the only downside is that they should have gotten Menendez about 10 years ago when he was messing about with underage, like where was he? Guatemala. He was in a South American or Latin American country, and he was with underage prostitutes, and it was disgusting and gross, and they couldn't get him on that. And the fact that they didn't pisses me off. And so the fact that he's so dumb. Who leaves all of that money in their home, and then it's like he had gold bars stamped with "I took this illegally." Just. This is the level of politician New Jersey cranks out, and this is what I'm saying. So his son's like, I know what I'll do. I'll do a celebrity political stunt, and I'll break into the ICE facility. It's like, dude, people want to break out of the ICE facility. Why are you idiots trying to go inside?
Some politicians are the brains, and others are pinky. And New Jersey just has a lot of pinkies.
New Jersey's all pinkies. They're all like, well, let me go at the dude to not Brian. Brian? Brian? Oh, Brian. I'm sorry. That's throwback to Animaniac days on Warner Brothers.
Wow.
For those of you that don't know, that's way back, getting the Wayback Machine on that one.
Times felt simpler then.
Yeah, that was back when you could be very offensive on cartoon shows for children. Incredibly offensive.
Oh my word!
I feel like Animaniacs is like NSFW. Not safe. It's just totally not safe for work right now anymore. Oh, anyway, good idea, bad idea. Oh my gosh, that was a fantastic sketch on Animaniacs. Anyway, that's our politicians. They're stupid, and hopefully, after the body cam footage is gone through, they are also arrested. And we believe in closed borders where legal immigration is the rule of law, because that is biblical. So yeah, come at me.
But in addition to parading our legislators off in handcuffs, there was another parade we wanted to mention on the show.
Yeah, this popped up from New Jersey Project. By the way, great work. They do great work. Enjoy their Instagram quite a bit. Just digging out all the horse crap that's going on in New Jersey. But we are very aware that, as the San Francisco gay men's choir sang, "Will convert your children" is a real thing. You can join one of the schools in Haddonfield for a Pride on the Playground event June 2nd, if you are interested. Pride on the Playground. Now, this would be bad on any playground, but it'd be bad on a high school playground. it's real bad on a middle school playground, but this is being held by the Strawbridge Elementary School in Haddonfield. This is kindergarten through third grade. This is your next level, and great job, Parent Teacher Association of Strawbridge Elementary, who's putting on the events. Pride on the Playground. That's fantastic. Well done, you, all of you. Whoa. Gosh.
Why does everyone on the Parent and Teacher Association also show up on the Megan's Law website? I just don't understand. I thought they weren't allowed to come near schools.
Yeah, I'm just saying we probably should go over the PTA board and just evaluate for anybody who may be distributing illicit material. I feel like might be a fairly decent idea to double check. I'm just saying. I wonder what software they ran their background checks through. Because anyway, Pride on the Playground is in support of the Haddon Township Pride, or HT Pride. You could go to htpride.com, though I would definitely caution you not to, unless you like a banner image of definite scary looking drag queen individuals. Not passing. I'm just saying there's nothing happening there. It's evident. But this is in conjunction with all of their Pride Week, Pride Fest events. This is so if you want to take your kids to have them groomed on June 2nd, that's at Strawbridge Elementary School's playground at 2 p.m., which is just a lovely time because, you know, you always think when I get out of school, what I'd like to do is be accosted by a pride parade on my children's playground. It's what everybody wants, honestly.
Yeah, the brochure said that everyone's welcome to come. Like, it's not just like a private school event. Like, this is a community wide.
Yeah, would you know what? Maybe straight up. Ready for right here? Should we just read the description? Join the Strawbridge PTA in support of HT Pride for Pride on the Playground on June 2nd, 2025. This inclusive, family-focused event at Strawbridge Elementary is a perfect prelude to other Haddon Township Pride activities, fostering connections with the LGBTQ plus community and allies in the HTSD community. Haddonfield Township Sexual Diseases? I don't know.
I was going to say they spelled STD wrong.
STD? Haddonfield STD, not HTSD. Community. All are welcome, not just Strawbridge families. Bring a lawn chair. Hang out with old friends and make new ones. Enjoy crafts, music, face paint, sweet treats, and more. Pick up Pride swag and design posters and banners for the parade. Whether you are walking in the HT Pride Parade with HT Zone PTA or another group, or just coming to cheer on parade goers, come kick off Pride on the Playground. Let's celebrate diversity and inclusivity. Together. I
made a giant mistake.
No.
I clicked through to their photo album.
Oh no.
I'm looking right now at a book table.
No.
There is a children's book called I Need a New Butt.
Dude. I'm not touching that, bro. If you thought I was touching that, I'm not touching it. I'm not touching it.
I don't want to know what this book is about.
No. Nope. No. I mean, we have ears.
It's right next to the infamous genderqueer.
Yeah, fantastic. Yet another wonderful resource for children everywhere. What is wrong? I'm just saying, God is so kind. He is so kind and gracious and long-suffering. People do not understand. Anyway, this is on June 2nd, and it kicks off, right? We're starting with the kids on the playground for Pride Fest. You can also go to the Haddonfield Township Pride Parade and After Party on June 5th. That's a Thursday. What I think homosexual queer activity, I think Thursday nights. But anyway, June 5th, Thursday, odd day, I guess, at 6 p.m. Now, the party goes all the way till 10 p.m. And I was thinking, okay, a pride parade and after party. So obviously they're going to have the late night stuff, probably at like a local, diner, bar, or some sort of playground. No, that's on the second, and that is that is right after school when all the kids are letting out
of the
That's
closet.
the best time to get the kids to the playground.
Right.
But no, the parade will be starting at the corner of Crystal Lake and Haddon Ave. The parade will culminate in a festive after party where you might ask, at Haddon Square, which is a public park. And it will go till 10 p.m. featuring music, entertainment, dancing, food, and drinks. Because nothing says get your community together and really grow it than a Thursday night pride after party.
I'm looking. Dude, I'm still going through these pictures right now, and there's a child. She doesn't look like she knows how to read, and she's holding up a sign that says "Trans is not a mental illness." If she could read, she would know that that's not true. Like what? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? You are very correct in saying that God is being wildly generous with our culture right now. Wildly.
Look. Hi, I am chief among sinners, and God is kind and gracious to me. This is a whole different level of celebrating sin as if it's a good thing. This is just whole different level. This is creative order level. This is like shout your abortion level kind of stuff. And this is don't go on htpride.com. You can literally just take my word for it. I mean, unless
Bancroft was a sponsor, the School for Special Needs Children.
You know what? That makes a lot of sense. Just ask the UK how that goes when you're trying to trans people. It turns out it's really great to really focus on the poor children with mental disabilities. You can really focus in and force your ideology upon them in some of the grossest ways. So that's great. The Cash Report came out specifically because of that reason. New Jersey is a place in which you could live, and we would encourage you not to live there. We are just pastoring on the front lines of debauchery and misery. It's like, why? Lord, I do pray, God, if you would like to call me to minister somewhere else, I will do that.
Just call me before the fire comes. That's all I ask. Just call me before the fire comes.
I sometimes I offer like places like, God, if you'd like me to go to like Tennessee, or maybe like if you want me to go to South Carolina or Texas, if you'd like me to go there, Lord, I will follow your lead. But so far, the fleece is dry, the ground is wet, and here I am in New Jersey. So we'll just keep trying to tear down the bales.
Oh, look, furries.
Stop looking at the gallery on that website. You're not.
There are thousands of pictures on this website. It is wild.
Because these people, their pride is the name. They're very proud.
The Unitarian Universalist Church in Cherry Hill showed up. That's a mouthful.
You could have definitely gotten rid of one of those words.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, definitely got rid of one of those words. But regardless, if your kids go to Strawbridge Elementary School, if you love your children and you want to be sensitive to truth and reality, on June 2nd, just don't send them to school, because I guarantee you our pickup line is going to look a little different that day. Pickup line is going to be real weird on June 2nd.
So weird.
My only concern is that just don't. Anyway, those are our New Jersey stories.
You want to transition? Because look, Bible Dingers tweeted us or X'd us.
Oh, they X'd us?
They said they were looking forward to seeing us at G3.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh.
That's
You
so
can't
you can't just laugh like that before we
Dude,
even dive
that's
into
just so cold. That's so cold.
what a
So cold.
speaking of bad
That's
transitions.
that's like icy cold. Turn the pillow over. Oh no, it's
Oh,
Antarctica.
oh
Um,
no.
I did want to briefly mention, like, this is just for like people that sometimes get a little too gung ho in politics, and we've always been very clear about something, and that is that we will not be electing Jesus to lead our country ever, because Jesus sits on the throne. And so every person that's ever elected to lead our country is a sinful man. And I say that because I feel like sometimes people that are Christians are generally conservative in their values, and then they start like defending politicians that are conservative, like becoming apologists for politicians, and that is not necessary.
Yeah.
So I just want to say some things because some interesting news has happened. Um, I have a clear take on, and that's the very clear take. But like some people are very concerned. Qatar is offering like a $400 million jet, $400 million to replace Air Force One, which by the way is like 40 years old. Did you know Air Force One is 40? The giant fortress that flies our president around is 40 years old.
That's pretty.
Like,
that is pretty cool.
most people don't have cell phones that are a year old. Like,
you know what I wouldn't do though?
what's that?
Replace it with a plane for the Middle East. not in this.
Yeah, I do believe Ted Cruz was pretty clear about the fact, like, you know, there's probably some serious espionage issues involved in that. You might want to double check that plane. But and all of the details haven't been released. Some people are saying that the details will have the jet be a loan to the the Department of Defense until the new Boeings that have been like scheduled to be built are final, are literally on the runway, and then it will transfer to the presidential library of Donald Trump. That's one things I've heard, and some news out of Qatar is actually saying no. After that, once they have the new planes for Air Force One, it will come back to Qatar. Qatar is not a great place. I don't know if anybody's aware of this. It's not a great place. It is a teeny tiny, intensely rich country that funds terrorism, explicit terrorism across the world. If you think of a terrorist organization, probably funded by Hamas. For example, one of those terrorist organizations that it funds pretty extensively is higher education in the United States. So they're like the leading.
Yeah, when you said
like
terrorism around the world, I was thinking the past 4 years of the Biden administration.
Yeah, no, they're like one of the leading contributors to donations to universities across our country. Yeah, and also Hamas, you know, and also the Houthis, and also, you know, pretty much any place Iran wants to funnel money to, that's funneled through Qatar. Now here's the thing.
I'm still looking at this photo album, dude.
You're so messed up, dude. You've gone down the rabbit hole and you will never come back. You are Alice, and everything is getting weird. Don't drink the tea. I'm just saying, don't do it.
I'm sending you a picture right now. If I gotta see it, you gotta see it.
I don't want to have to see it. I didn't do anything wrong. Additionally, there's also been some news coming out that there's been. You remember how Hunter Biden was doing finger paintings and selling them for access to Daddy Biden? Yeah. So there's been some news that if you've bought certain levels of the Trump meme coin, you can have private or, you know, group dinners with President Donald Trump. I say that to say that sounds like some sort of weird play with Donald Trump. And this is why, like, you don't have I just want to let everybody know, you don't have to defend Donald Trump all the time. Like, you don't have to be a Donald Trump apologist. First of all, I will tell you this. Donald Trump one day said, Kim Jong-un is a great leader. Is very smart. Is very intelligent. And then the next day he said, he's got big fat fingers and a little tiny button that doesn't do anything. And if he wants to find out what my big red button can do, I will slap it down on that big red button. So here's what I mean. Donald Trump is not a loyalist. He does not care. He will literally kiss you on the cheek one side and then stab you in the back with the other. And this is what makes Donald Trump an excellent figurehead for something like the presidency, because no one knows what he's going to do. And yes, he will take a plane from Qatar and then he will then bomb Qatar. And by the way, I say Qatar. I don't say like whatever I don't care how they say it. It's Q-A-Tar. Okay. I say Qatar. They're like, you're supposed to say it. Cutter. No. Cutter is what I use when I need to cut like paper or tin snips. Those are cutters. Okay. Qatar is a place in the Middle East, a little tiny, little dinky, rich oil nation. And it funds terrorism. Needless to say, he also pulled sanctions off of Syria. Syria, not great place. Just not a great place. Now, all of these things could all be just bargaining chips that he's using. He's been pretty down the line. Just as an aside, if you thought the trade war with China, if you thought China was strong, if you were one of the people that thought China's gonna take us in this trade war, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. China is very much not strong. China is very weak, very weak. They literally, if these trade numbers are correct, they have folded in a huge way because they are literally, like, their population is starving. They're not paying them. They're not feeding them. They're closing factories. They are intensely dependent upon selling us Chinese-made clothes and dolls and furniture. And if they can't do that, they go away. So I just wanted you to know that. So like, he's been right on a lot of stuff. And I'm willing to bide my time here. But this is just like fair warning for everybody. You don't have to apologize for Donald Trump. You don't have to defend Donald Trump. He's just a president. He's just a president. And when I say that, I mean, God is God. Jesus rules and reigns. We serve the righteous king. That's what we do as Christians. So whoever's president, we serve Jesus Christ. Sorry, I'm done my little rant there. Thank you, Jesse. Thank you. Sometimes I just want to rant a little bit.
That's okay. If you thought that I was like almost done this photo album, dude, I am like 3/8 of the way through. I've been scrolling for the past 10 minutes. This is wild.
Can you just tell me percentage of photos, dudes with beards dressed as women?
13%.
Oh my gosh, that's a pretty good high percentage there. That's
well, it's just, I mean,
that's not great.
How about like pictures?
13%.
Pictures you're unsure if thing is human or walrus. Like that percentage is higher.
All right, wait, everyone. I'm live on the air. I'm going to open up the message that was sent to my phone from my brother. I'm going to view the images. Oh,
it's like if Larry Bird's skeleton was wearing a dress.
Manna, what is it?
Dude, I'm telling you, this is wild. What a trip, man. What trip.
Is happening in this second photo?
I just think that's
three-dimensional physical therapy.
Yeah, but do you see all the shapes that they're using in that? I think I don't know.
Oh, I see it now. Yep, I see it. That could be
what I
part
thought
of the human anatomy. It looks a lot. Yep. Now I can't unsee it. That's for sure.
Nope, you sure can.
It's like that horrible meme about the Chicago Bulls logo that I forced you to see.
Yes.
You can't unsee that either.
No.
All right. Well, thank you for letting me rant about that, Jesse, while you looked at horrible photos on the internet. And we will be talking about this.
No problem.
We'll be talking about this the next elder meeting. This will come up as a means of needing to hold you accountable for what you've seen. Oh man. Well, all right, fine. The Bible dingers are now saying that we have to get to the elephant in the room. It's the biggest elephant in the room that doesn't exist as far as I'm aware, only because you can only know what you can know. And there's nothing to know. You don't know it. So for those of you that are unaware, G3 has a very large national conference. It is not happening this year. It's been canceled,
and it's not happening this year now.
It has been canceled this year. Speakers have been notified, vendors have been notified, and the conference is canceled. We have attended both the local conference. We went to the one in DC, and we have been a part of 2 national conferences as vendors. No, not this year.
No, not this year. So Fight Laugh Feast, anybody?
Yeah, Fight Laugh Feast. So
see you there.
Basically, what happened? I will give you, and Jesse, you fill in any extra details I'm missing. You know, sure, Jesse, sure. You give us all the details. You give us all the details that we know.
Okay. All the details that we know is that Monday, G3 put out a statement, and the statement said that Josh Buice, one of the leaders, I don't know if he was a co-founder, I don't, high up, him and
pastor of Praise Mills Baptist Church in Georgia. Georgia.
Yes, along with Scott Aniol.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so he apparently had been running anonymous Twitter accounts and Substacks for the past few years. The charge is that they were slanderous. The charge is that when confronted on this recently, he denied it, that he did that. And then I guess finally came around and, confessed and apologized. And
that was the end of the story.
That's about all we know. Initially, they were keeping his content up on their app and everything, but I guess after Founders' statement came out, basically saying even less than that, Founders said that they were removing all of his content from their sites, and then the next day, G3 said, "Oh wait, no, us too. We'll remove all of his content from our stuff as well." I don't know if more stuff happened, but I don't know if anybody does. I mean, we're just common folk people here. We know what you know, because I know anyone that knows anything doesn't listen to this podcast.
So, that's not true. The people that listen to this podcast are very discerning, and we are grateful and thankful for you.
That is true. That's not what I meant, though.
Most of the people listening to this podcast are actually doing things and don't have time. Like, they listen to this podcast because once a week they catch up on some of the stupidest things that people are doing from a biblical perspective, and that's what they do. You know why? Because they're out doing work. They're out grinding for ministry. Anyway, here's the spicy take. Some people have said that this is the type of thing that turns people off to the church, and it gives one more notch in their belt to say, "Oh, look at the church." I totally disagree. I think this is the exact kind of stuff that the world looks at and says, "Why did church soft, yo? Why did church like that?" Because when you don't let us know what's happened, when you're telling us there's sin, and the sin is an anonymous mean Twitter, and then he lied about it when confronted, possibly because the organization he would have been acknowledging it to would overreact. Check on all of those accounts. Like, if somebody said something mean on Twitter and then they said, "Hey, you're right, I shouldn't have said that. This is what I said. I'm sorry." Then you move on with life. But we're now canceling a national conference. So here's what this is all I'm left to assume is that it must have been some of the worst stuff. It must have been like calls to violence. It must have been just horrible, horrendous stuff, right? Or Big Eva overreacts to things because that's what our culture is now programmed into our reactionary just world. We have to overreact, overcorrect, right? Like, I'm sorry. Josh Buice has, written some good things and said some good things, and to remove them all, I'm assuming like it's like, did you find him in a room with like 12 hookers and cocaine and
no, that was Bob Menendez.
Oh, that was Bob Menendez.
Story. It's a different story.
And that wasn't a problem. That was 12 years ago. That was not a problem at all. But like, that's what I mean though. That's the exact point. Like, the world is like, wait, what happened? You canceled a national conference that was going to do great, do good largely. For what now? And I don't understand. Like, first of all, I I like the founders. I like the founders a lot. I like Doug Wilson. You know, come at me, I don't care. Like, whatever he said mean about these guys, they're grown men. Mean tweets are not going to, like, you don't think they get mean tweeted at? These are public figures. I haven't seen anything from Canon. You know why? Because Canon's like, what now? Like, who? I don't, what? Because they don't care. Um, I think our whole culture dictates. Like, here's what I want. Here's what I think. I think that Tom Maskell and Josh Buice should just go in a room and they should fight like men. And then after Josh Buice gets beat up, they can come out, shake hands, and we can all move on. Because that's what would happen.
I don't know if Tom Maskell can lose a fight. I really don't think he can. I think you're right. I think he wins.
I literally I want you know what? Do this. Pick a charity, pick your churches, local ministry, sell video, put it on G3 Live, and boom, like suddenly we got a chair, and then we're all resolving issues. The church is being benefited, ministries going forward, and God will sort out the mess. Like, God, let the Lord work in the situation. I'm kidding, obviously, but I really do think, like, if it came out right and they didn't cut the conference, Tom Maskell is a man that can say whether or not he wants to go and speak at the conference, or if somebody else was going to speak at the conference that he said something mean about. They can choose whether or not to go to the conference after it comes out. And I feel like most of these men will be like, yeah, I'm just going to go to the conference because what some dummy said mean to me on the internet. Like, they said something mean.
It's being handled. Whatever it was, they're doing stuff.
Eric Mason called me an evangelical terrorist on the internet. Who cares? Who cares what people say on the internet? Okay.
I'm so glad. I don't care. Fred, by the way.
I am so glad. I'm so glad that it is now saved and immortalized. Yes, Eric Mason. You may have heard of him.
I should post that. I should post that old thread on our Instagram.
He called me an evangelical terrorist.
It's amazing.
Yes, that's what he called me.
And I mean, that went from like 0 to like 150 and like no,
I wasn't even
one comment.
I wasn't even talking to him. I was talking to another. I was commenting on somebody else's comment. He just jumps in with 3 paragraph response.
One might even say he hijacked the conversation, which is a literal act of terrorism.
And you know what? You know how much like sleep I've lost over that? 0 seconds of sleep ever in my life, because it's the internet.
It's actually brought us so much joy.
So much joy. So much happiness. Oh my gosh. I think the lesson here is to really, like, can we really, if you're going to do this, and if you're going to take such what I think is a relatively very reactionary level of action towards whatever happened, you have to give some context and information. Because I got to tell you, anonymous mean tweets and lying about whether or not those were your accounts, that's like, man, like removal from ministry. Like, I said this before, like on our Carpe Fide podcast chat, I literally said, like, our country was founded on anonymous public communication to call out bad ideas, or someone thought that he was calling out a bad idea and they were not, but they were anonymous. They were written under pseudonyms, false identities. It's actually a long tradition.
Was his real name?
Jefferson. No, that's not who was writing under a pseudonym.
British come over. We're looking for a Thomas Jefferson. I don't know.
Who? Thomas who? What? Thomas Jefferson. Please, sir.
What a unique name. I surely would know someone with that name.
There's no Thomas Jefferson here. Honey, take the plaque down off of the front step.
Yeah, but I mean, I think that point is like probably one of my personal biggest points, is because we see this huge reaction, right? Like, I mean, every year the conference has been growing, and so we can guesstimate what between 6,000 and 8,000 people.
Yeah,
Right? Probably
definitely.
at this next one.
Yeah,
and that's kind of a big deal in Reformed world. I mean, it's probably one of the biggest deals. I don't know how many people go to ShepCon, but I'm sure that's pretty big. But like, we see this huge reaction, and these things happened publicly, though anonymously. I would think that public sins get called out publicly, and we would find some clarification there.
ordinarily.
I just don't, because the danger of levying those types of accusations, while they can absolutely be true and egregious, right? Like, it can be a real thing. Like, whatever is happening could be the appropriate response based on what was said. The problem is that we don't know what was said. And
Correct.
so, as someone who is not accustomed to trusting people, just generally, like, I don't trust the
government.
I don't trust the government. I
Government.
I don't trust large organizations, no matter who they are, until they've proven themselves. Like,
Thanks, Big Eva.
yeah, like, yeah. Remember when TGC was like an okay resource for a little bit? Like,
sorry.
Like, I don't trust people, and so that type of accusation in a cancel culture, 11th commandment of nicety. I need, like, just personally, and I don't need to, because ultimately it doesn't affect me, but like,
it doesn't affect me at all. Like,
I would want
details.
I would want to see more.
You're pulling a guy down from ministry. I just speaking as a pastor, like, you're removing a man from ministry, which, by the way, like, that call doesn't come from man. It first comes from God. Like, that's where that call comes from. And if that's what you guys are going to do, like, and you're going to say it was a public issue, like, we need, like, please let us know that this is the view of this eldership. This is the behavior that disqualifies you from ministry, because mean tweets, I struggle with that being the thing that
it
disqualifies you from ministry. It's hard for me to get there.
So Ephesians, it's either 5 or 6. Hold on, I'm going to look it up.
Always look it up. Always chapter verse, baby.
Yeah.
By what standard? I got you, Tom. I hear you, bud.
Tommy. Yeah. All right. So, walk as children of the light. It's Ephesians 5. I'll go back a little bit more. Verse 6, let no one deceive you with empty words, for because of these things the wrath of God comes upon the sons of disobedience. Therefore, do not become partners with them, for at one time you were darkness, but now you are light in the Lord. Walk as children of the light, for the fruit of the light is found in all that is good and right and true, and try to discern what is pleasing to the Lord. Take no part in the unfruitful works of darkness, but instead expose them. For it is shameful even to speak of the things they do in secret. But when anything is exposed by the light, it becomes visible. For anything that becomes visible is light. So, like, the idea of exposing unfruitful works in darkness, which I would think would be the category of what the accusation is. It seemed, at least according to the public statements, it seemed to be slanderous and divisive. I would think that falls under the category of unfruitful works of darkness. But instead expose them, because when darkness is exposed by the light, it loses its power.
Right, and that's why we're stuck in the conversation we're having.
Yeah, because we don't know anything.
Yep.
Like, granted, this should be handled by G3's leadership. It should be handled by Praise Mills elders. All of that is good and right, and we have, we're not sitting here demanding anything, because we're certainly not in the position to. But, like, it would be helpful, because of the public nature of this, I mean, to know something.
Yeah, but, like, I didn't need, like, this sounds bad, but, like, I didn't know who Josh Buice was. Now I've met Josh Buice. Like, I've talked with him, and I think he's a nice guy. I didn't know he was pastor of Praise Mill Baptist Church. I didn't know he was associated with the G3 conference. I And that was after signing up as a vendor, paying a vendor fee, planning a booth, and arriving at G3 and setting up the booth. I still didn't know who Josh Buice was or that he was associated with G3. So, like, that's a church issue. This is a church issue if you're going to remove him from ministry. In G3, if he is on your board, it's a letter to those that are involved in your organization, right? And then you move forward with the national conference. Like, if this is a public sin, though, then it's a totally different category, and you need to be clear. And if you're going to continue to air things very publicly, cancel a national conference, then, like, I'm left in the dark to have any idea. Like, I'm figuring he threatened people's family members. Like, I gotta figure that it must have been something like that. But if it's something like I said something mean, I lied about it, I'm sorry, and I shouldn't have said those things, and I repent. I mean, I don't understand. This is why when there's no information, the power lies, and everyone, like, I didn't even want to have an opinion. I don't want to have an opinion on this, but, like, everybody has an opinion on it. And, like, this is where it would be so helpful for the church. Like, if your goal is to help the church, help us to identify, as we're in ministry, like, what is this qualification here? Help us to understand. That'd be helpful. I mean, like, I've seen ministry leaders disagree sharply on the internet over things. And the thing that, like, nowadays, it's like, even if, like, you're like, you burn a straw man in somebody else's argument, it's like, you're being uncharitable, and that's not very Christian like. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? Like, come on, man. Like,
It's the easiest sin to be accused of.
Because it's so subjective, all this subjectivity. That was not very charitable. Christian brothers don't behave that way. And it's like, dude, why are you doing that? This is an internet argument. This is, like, lowest of low. Like, go out and have a beer and have a conversation. Like, go duke it out, like, or have a debate.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't know what you said. I was yelling.
I said touch some grass.
Yeah, seriously. Like, I'm sorry,
but
I'm ranting.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't really. I mean, it's not like we have an official position. It's just we wish that there could be more clarity.
It's not like we're official, actually. So
yeah, donate to our Patreon that doesn't exist.
Yeah, please do. This is free. If you don't like it, we don't care.
But it's just it's hard to have an opinion without any sort of real substantive. And the thing I think for me is, like, it breaks my trust, because I don't know who to trust. I don't, like, I mean, not that I'm the arbiter of all truth, but I think that as an adult, I can, figure out, make judgment calls based on what I want to listen to and what I want to partake in. And, if this was an overreaction, like, that's damaging to G3. And if it wasn't, then, maybe the right steps are being taken. But I don't know. And until I know,
I can rejoice in knowing if the right steps are taken. But when I can't know, then I can't rejoice. Like,
sure,
it's a good thing for discipline to be enacted when it's necessary. We believe in discipline. Like, discipline is what we do at the gym. It's what we do by not indulging in passions that we shouldn't. Like, that's all part of discipline, and this is be part of that process of spiritual growth and maturity. Like, it's not a bad discipline is not a bad thing. Discipline is a good and right thing. But when I don't know, then it just feels very reactionary, and that is what I have been conditioned in the culture towards, is seeing these reactive steps and measures taken at the drop of a dime when somebody, posts something factual about the Holocaust. Like, it's like, and then we have to discredit and destroy them. Like, it's things like that where, like, now I'm just like, I don't know. It's a very large evangelical organization. Are they just being reactionary to, CYA? Like, I don't know. But that's why the cryptic nature of this is intensely unhelpful, and feels like it could have been handled in-house just as appropriately.
Or maybe it couldn't. But the fact still remains. We don't know. So
don't know.
But anyway, I mean, I feel like that kind of wraps everything up. But
yeah, I'm sure the Bible dingers are satisfied, so that's all that matters.
I would love to know. Yeah, they're not. They're probably not still listening.
No, they should be asleep. I mean, geez, go to bed.
Go to bed. I thought we should be the only ones without lives here.
We are the only ones without lives here.
Yeah, I mean, I think that kind of wraps that up. It's just we're just frustrated that there's not more that we can actually make a decision on. I think it's a shame that people don't have the option to make a decision for themselves whether or not they would go to a G3 conference. And I am excited to go to the Fight Laugh Feast conference this year. I'm praying that works out. And I'm hoping that we will see a lot more people there. I pray that the people that would go to G3 would attend another fall Christian conference, and that Fight Laugh Feast conference seems to be the one, and it's going to be in beautiful Tennessee.
Beautiful Tennessee. If we go, it will be our second time in Tennessee this year. So
fancy pants.
Wow. I do want to say episode 7 of the Bluey in the Bible is up. Episode 7, right? No. Yeah.
I'll tell you in a second.
I think it's 7. Barbecue is up for Bluey in the Bible, so go check it out because it's a lot of fun. It's 7. I was okay. Barbecue. It's up on Bluey in the Bible.
Bluey in the Bible enough on this podcast.
We don't plug Bluey in the Bible. We purposefully don't plug this podcast on Bluey in the Bible just in case somebody is actually listening to Bluey in the Bible and thinks that we're better at podcasting than we are. But yeah, if you listen to this podcast, you should definitely check out Bluey in the Bible because you might not have known it, but you will like Bluey because Bluey is awesome. And also the Bible's there. So media should always be redeemed at every corner possible. And Bluey is so easy to redeem. Check out Bluey in the Bible for sure. And hey, if you rate it and just let us know where you rated it at, and leave a review, you get a free Bluey in the Bible sticker. Just saying. We make good stickers. Carpe Fide makes good stickers.
Cheap.
You don't mess around. Yeah. Free's the best price.
My sticker quality barometer is Mom's car because she's got a lot of stickers up there. And I will say, I don't think she's had to. I think I've replaced one Carpe Fide sticker on her car. But man, those Black Rifle Coffee stickers and all those other stickers, they look
like garbage. They look like garbage.
They're looking rough.
But I'm just saying, Carpe Fide, we make things that last.
Like these flags. Photo album. Oh my gosh, rough.
Like these flags. Don't go to HT Pride. Jesse has done the work for you. We can officially say, just avoid that website. I am just mentioning that it exists.
I am finally halfway through. I'm sending you another picture, dude.
All right. That's it. We are so thankful that you joined us tonight. And we're going to go now.
Wait, look at that one. Look at that one when it comes through.
All right, fine. Live. This is another live react.
I think it's a demon.
Oh, my gosh.
Dude.
That is so disturbing.
It's so bad.
Oh, I zoomed in. What is wrong? What is wrong? What is quote RC Sproul?
Count the things because I don't know if I can count that high, dude. Like,
what is wrong with you people? Is exactly what RC Sproul said, and it is accurate. What is wrong with you people? Anyway,
Houston, Phil Murphy. Holy cow!
That is moral of the story. Arrest New Jersey politicians. We don't know what's happening with G3. You don't have to be an apologist for any politician. No, man. You are all for apologetics for Christ as King. That is what you do, and that's the whole podcast. We're done now.
What have we been doing for this past hour?
I don't know. I'm sorry. Thank you so much for listening. Reach out if you find our take on G3 off. If you find any of our takes, we love to have conversation and dialogue. You can message us on any of our social medias, X, Instagram, Facebook, Gab. Jesse's gonna have to fire up that social media to double check the messages.
But you took over Gab by now. I haven't logged in quite some time. Kind of scared.
You can also message us at hello@carpefide.com if you would like to email us that way. So all these ways, these are so many ways you can get in touch with us. We'd love to hear your feedback and interact with you, or assist or pray for you if we can as well. That's the show. And as we like to say, Dear Christian, we hope that you this day will seize the faith.